pole is this blank space from the bottom of the figure down to the ground. That's a common characteristic in Tlingit style poles. We'll look at some more poles in this park. You're going to see some poles that have a lot of blank space on them. It doesn't mean that the pole's not finished. It's just a common characteristic of Tlingit style poles. Once a pole is erected, it is finished and they don't maintain it. Now, since this is a mortuary pole, there's a couple of things that we can derive from this pole. Obviously, this guy has died. He's passed away. But there's some other things that we can find out about him by looking at the pole. One, his body has been painted red, so that tells me that he's probably died a violent death. It's called Man in Bear Hat, so that Bear Hat is the sub-clan that he would have been from, the Bear Clan. Okay, now I don't know if he was an eagle bear or if he was a raven bear, but he was from the sub-clan, Bear Clan. Now what's on the brim of the hat? Can you see what's on the brim there? It's a whale. It's a killer whale. Okay, so there's actually a killer whale clan. So this is where I kind of start to speculate a little bit about what happened to this guy. He was in a battle with somebody from the killer whale clan, and the killer whale clan got the better of him. Or he was actually killed by a real killer whale. I tend to think the first, because killer whales aren't known to attack man. Now this is a great pole to talk about the paint. Most totem poles were not painted. If a totem pole was painted, it was very sparsely painted. If it was painted, it was a sign of wealth. The three traditional colors that you see on a totem pole are the reddish brown, the black, and the bluish green. To get these colors, they would find minerals in the ground. Minerals for the reddish brown, they would use iron oxide. For the greenish blue, they would use copper oxide or copper silicate. And for the black, they would use coal. They would take these minerals, they grind them up pound them into a nice fine powder. So there you got your colors, but we still don't have the paint. This is where it got interesting. It was the woman's job to take a handful of raw salmon eggs, put them in her mouth, chew them up, and mix them with her saliva. And then with her teeth clenched, acting sort of as a strainer, spit this solution into a little bowl. So you have your first oil-based paint. You take the little color, dip it into the paint, smeared on the pole.
Makes sense.
Now for some reason, they can't get women to do that these days. So the paint that you see on this pole came from a mysterious place in town called True Value Hardware.